houses in the birth chart, and then what planets basically rules which house. And afterwards, we are drilling into a little more depth of the house charts. Okay, so let's start with it. This is the birth chart I'm going to make. This is a birth chart. Now I still put the same numbers over here, but what I did last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just we take a quick summarization what we did last time. One is first house, second house, third house, fourth, fifth, sixth, like this. You gotta go anti-clockwise like in this direction to count the houses. Okay. Now we're gonna start with the topic which is that most importance today is that first house, second house, every house has its own importance. And what we look into each chart, what each house explains us about itself. So I'm gonna take this house first, which I told you last time was Lagna house. Lagna. This house is called Lagna house, or we call it as ascendant. If you go online, internet, or different places, and you read about the birth chart, you will find this word ascendant also. So don't get confused. Ascendant and Lagna is same thing. Okay. And I told you the first house is the Rashi sitting in the first house tells you that when you were born at that time, that Rashi was rising from the east direction. Now what we look from the first house? The first house is called Tanubhav. It's a Sanskrit name, Tanubhav. Tanubhav means that the person itself. From this house, we figure out what is the body structure of the person, what is the color of the face, body, what is the nature of the body in medical astrology, Vat, Pit, Kaph. Okay, what would be the nature of the person, what will be the health of the person, how respected the person will be, what kind of name and fame he or she will get, self-confidence of the person, okay, height, weight, all those things we judge from this first house. Okay. Now in this first house, it could be any Rashi. Like number 1 here means Aries, and this is a Kal Purush Kundali. Remember this word, Kal Purush Kundali means that Kundali which start from Aries sign is called Kal Purush Kundali. Now in this house, as I told you, is the basic house. We consider all the predictions on the basis of this house. If this house is strong, the chart is strong. If this house is weak, doesn't matter what other planets are sitting and doing, good or bad, it's nothing if this house is weak. Okay. So this is the hub of the birth chart. This is the father of the birth chart, or the main house of the birth chart, you can say. Now we move on to second house. Before I move to second house, just a quick um, tip for you, which I forgot to tell you in the last lecture, that every house is distributed into degrees, and each house has 30 degrees. Say this house from here to here, this much area is 30 degrees. A sign will travel into this house, and when the sign, the planet moves into this house and start crossing this house, and it travels 30 degrees through the house to cross this house. Same moon came into this house, and moon started from here 0 degree, 1 degree, 2, 3, 4, and then so on, and it from here at the border it is 30 degrees. It finishes at 30 degrees and then go into the next house, start another 30 degrees. So this way every house is 30 degrees, and we have 12 houses multiplied by 30 degrees is 360 degrees, and this whole circle of the house, whole zodiac circle, is 360 degrees. 30-degree concept is more important to remember, because when you look into a placement of the planet, you look into the degree, at what degree it was there when the person was born. See, the person was born at some time and the moon was somewhere in this place. Say this place is 10 degrees, and the person was born at this point when the moon was sitting at 10 degrees or was traveling at 10 degrees. So from this 10-degree thing, we predict that what is the strength, what is the quality of the planet, and what it will do with the native in this house. So this is also very important topic to remember. Keep in mind 30 degrees concept. Each house is 30 degrees. 12 houses altogether make 360 degrees zodiac circle. Alright. I move on to second house. So the first house was the person itself, and the second house is what? Is your immediate family. Is your family, where you live, your own house, or your relative's house which lives close to you, very close to you. That would be your immediate family. Your wealth is seen from the second house. Your growth is seen from the second house. Your speech quality, what kind of food you eat, what kind of food you like to eat. Okay. Your eyes are seen from the second house. In case of female, it is right eye. In the male, it is the left eye. Your bank balance is seen from this house. Okay. Sorry, right eye for the female, left eye for the female. And what kind of family you are. Is it a big family or small family? What kind of memory you have. Memory is also seen from this house. So this is basically your materialistic house, where you born and you went into a family, because this is a house of growth. When you grow, you get into a family, and how much you earn, what is your bank balance, your assets, all seen from this house, second house. Okay. Then I move on to third house. This third house is called Sahaj Bhav. Sahaj Bhav means your courage, your power, how strong you are in your arms, your shoulders, how strongly you execute your work. This is your friend circle. This is your neighbor, your people living close to you in your neighborhood. Okay. Your short travels, short journeys are seen from the third house. Your throat is seen from the third house. Your younger co-borns, your brothers, small brothers, younger brothers are seen from here. Okay. And your self actions, how you do in your business, how you do in your job. in your daily life, in everything. Okay, so third house represents this basic things. That's what you have to look into when you're looking into a third house. You have to look into your courage, into the person's strength, dare, how much dare he has, and also the patience, how much patience the person has in there, and communication, short journeys, as I told you. The person will do short journeys, right? So let's move on to the fourth house. Fourth house is the Kendra house. In this house, we consider mother. Because this is 4 Rashi here, and the Karka of this house is Moon. So Moon is a representative of mother, significator of mother. So your condition of the mother is seen from this house, fourth house. This house represents your house peace. Okay. This house tells you what is your public dealing, how you deal with the public, your comforts, your immediate property, I mean your luxury in the life. You have a car or no? Are you traveling by bus? Do you have a good house? Do you have all those luxuries at your home? Okay. What is your moral value of the life? Your school education is seen from this house. Your chest part is this area, this house. Okay. And also your father-in-law is seen from this house. And this house is also called as Sukhsthan, the house of happiness. Matrabhav, house of mother. Okay. Now, this house is very, very important. I mean, I'm saying everything is important because I feel like we gotta consider everything while looking into a chart. So this house is considered every time when you look into a birth chart. That what is the strength of fourth house? Fifth house is the house of children, your first child. What is the wisdom of your mind? Name and fame in the society. Your intelligence. This is the fifth house. Speculation, lottery, gambling, shares, stocks, your love affair, romance, knowledge of the books, the old scriptures. These things are seen from this house. So if somebody is asking a question that I'm doing a share business, I'm doing a stock market, so should I do this or not? Then you look into this house straight. Okay, and then you'll figure out that how strong is this house. Does this house relate to your profession house? Okay, what is the strength of profession house? And then we go into the divisional charts further to find the strength of that thing, and then we can tell that you should do this or not. I mean, everybody can do anything, any kind of business in the life, no matter of what. Even if you are a doctor, you can still play a role of an actor in the Bollywood or Hollywood. But the thing is, what really your stars tell you to do, what you should be doing. Okay, so don't get confused if you find somebody in the chart that this person is supposed to be an actor and he's doing something else. You are not wrong. The stars are telling it what he is supposed to do. If he is doing something else, that could be his lack of decision making, or he is on the wrong side of the decision, or there is a dasha which is dragging that person into a wrong line, and when the right dasha will come, he'll switch back to the real thing which he should be doing. Right. So I move to the sixth house. Sixth house is the house of enemies, shatru, diseases. This is a bad house. How your enemies trouble you, what kind of obstacles comes into your way, your hidden enemies, your everyday life job, what you do every day when you go out of your home to do your everyday work, what kind of people you deal with, what kind of things come in your way, your competition.